A very good morning. How are you doing? I'm Jashreen Kampani. I'm the founder and CEO of I'm Decor and Design. We're in the business of designing and manufacturing home and office decor and interior solutions, where we have stuff like that one behind me, lamps, we have mirrors, we have consoles, we have tables, we have center tables, we have bunker beds, we have business tables and chairs, we have dining tables and stuff. And of course, what we do on order and on request on minimum quantity and large quantities is making furniture for you, which is sofas. We have some very interesting lamps I've already shared. We've got small items like this one. So this is semi-precious stone items. This is actually a coaster, so you can have your name on this. There's another one which is the wood look, marble one inspired from a lot of people say Taj Mahal. So this is Arabic actually. Then there's something like this which is also this is a napkin holder. You get it in a set of 6. So there are a lot of other items like checks boxes, there are vases, there are curio pieces, and then there are these customized and internationally inspired purses, bags. There's cutlery which is preferred by a lot of people in India and abroad and stuff and all that. Okay, so the point is this, that we are in midweek, the weather is changing and stuff, and like everybody else, I've also been under the spell of the weather, catching up on my work, but also resting and taking it easy and stuff, because you wake up feeling enthused and wanting to do a lot, but the moment you step out, the weather is like this and it just gets you back. Okay, so anyways, the post is not about the weather. The post is about sparking joy and happiness and stuff. Why am I talking about joy and happiness? I'm talking about joy and happiness because everybody wants to feel good. Everybody wants to have happy, positive relationships and stuff. I'm sure nobody wants to have, fights and arguments and tempers flaring and stuff like that. That's so passe. There are amazing people and relationships everywhere. There are amazing organizations everywhere. There are amazing environments and personalities everywhere in the world and stuff, where people talk nicely, people are good to you and stuff like that, unless and until they are victims of some bad upbringing, or they've not been able to handle themselves and they've not taken charge of their own emotions and the way they conduct and stuff like that. So do away with those, block them off, stop following them, stop giving them your energy, stop interacting with them, and be in your own beautiful world, which by no means is just about being in your own family circle and in your own houses or your own relationships and stuff, a bigger world out there. So what is important is this book, which is written by a book about interior designing and architecture, and the core question is, does that environment or does that space kind of create an environment where you can focus and you have positive emotions there. So what are positive emotions? The positive emotions are joy, positive emotions are happiness, positive emotions are good memories, positive emotions are feeling good, feeling great. You can talk, you can be comfortable, you can relax, you can be yourself and stuff, rather than putting up a facade and pretending to be something else. So the author is talking about, does this only sound of an office, or does it only sound of a few people, a cubicle where you have access to only those certain people, or is it a bigger world for you? So I'm sure you can answer the question. The bigger world is not about the few people in your office, and it's also about more relationships and more newness and more awesomeness, because there's always something to learn. Specifically, if you have something to do with international relationships and stuff, then the community is important, then your global partners or people are important. But then everything is also not about work, because if you're not working, if you don't have a designation, if you've taken a sabbatical, if you left your job and stuff, those relationships were not with you. I would like to believe so, just because of the designation of the role you had. Some of them get left behind, but many of them continue being with you because you worked on those relationships, and it's a two-way street happening and stuff. So the authors are talking about joy, sparking joy. Do you like to be in disagreements? Do you like to be in unhealthy environments? Do you like to be in places where you're not respected and stuff? Or is it a great idea to be in environments and places where everything is cool and calm, You can express yourself freely. You can have a run tidy meeting where you speak without being told how you've spoken, without being checked in stuff, without being put on the guard and stuff. What is it that is important? So I guess you can answer the question on your own, because everybody speaks differently, everybody expresses differently. If you meet people, or if you meet sports people, if you meet designers, if you meet environmentalists, if you meet children, if you were to meet artists, if you were to meet movie makers, if you were to meet retailers, if you were to meet other people, everybody talks different and they have a different way of expression and stuff. So it's very important to kind of let the other people be the way they are, because that's the way they've been brought up and stuff. There's always a scope of improvement. So rather than expecting people to conduct the way they are, the way they must behave or conduct, it's always a good idea to focus on yourself and improve yourself. So why I'm saying this is because when you do this, when you're improving yourself, when you're working on yourself, you may be invariably inspiring other people. There's so many forums where I go to. I meet so many esteemed people from other countries and from the world and stuff, and having interacted with many of them in their offices or knowing them personally and stuff, it has given me this one lesson that you got to spend time and company with people who inspire you. It's easy to be bogged down. It's easy to not have something to wake up to. It's easy to say, okay, you know what, I'm not feeling that good and I'm not going to go and do anything. It's not going to be the world's loss. It's going to be your own loss. I'm not saying be hard on yourself and stuff like that, but what I'm saying is that kind of work on yourself and kind of decide to experiment with different people and different environments, because you may also learn a lot more about yourself. Because what happens is that we are used to being evaluated or being told by certain people in our family or in our environments or in our work cultures or wherever we are, that we are in a certain fashion, whereas other people will actually look at you differently and help you kind of explore a different side to you which you didn't even know. So it's very important to kind of step out of your own comfort zone and your own circle of friends and families and people. And when you do that, you're exploring, you're learning, you're kind of refining, you're kind of working towards greatness or excellence and stuff, and you come back, you may actually inspire other people also. And I shared this yesterday that it's very important to show care for people in your workspaces. It's very important to kind of evaluate how other people may feel, because it could be you in the other spot, at the receiving end of somebody's negativity or madness or craziness or rudeness or whatever. So always a good bet to kind of disconnect and not encourage and be a part of those. So those who want to do that to you will continue doing it. They will keep following you. They will try and form ways to reach out to you and stuff and all that. But the point is, it's a choice that you have. You just ignore it and you just move on, okay? And the author is also talking about tidying up yourself as a part of keeping the element of joy. So it's very important. Everybody can bring joy. So what's important is that you just show up. What's important is you come prepared. What's important is you put away your electronics. What's important is you listen. What's important is you speak up. And what's important is do no harm. And what's really important is support others. The purpose of a meeting or a debate or a discussion is to kind of have a way forward approach and not at blaming, pointing fingers, asking for trouble, creating trouble, getting people down, kind of fault finding and stuff. What's important is you have a happening positive environment where people are comfortable in sharing. Some of them may be neutral, some of them may not be neutral, some of them may be not as amazing as you expect them to be and stuff. But again, I'm saying what's important is how are you conducting and how are you coming across is far more important and stuff. So these are a few tips. I'm sharing this on a Wednesday because I plan to be in a new environment and a new circle today. So I'm looking forward to that. And having planned my Friday, this is going to be another test for me to explore another side of me and my personality and stuff. There's so much of stuff I'm not used to, but what the hell, I'm going to be open to the idea of interacting and meeting up with these people over the weekend. And also because I'm also into sports and I support other causes and environmental purposes or art or drumming and stuff like that, I would like to remind you this, that there is a bigger world out there. It is not just about your family. Even if you're married, even if you have children, even if you're working for an organization, you can always make time for hobbies and creative pursuits and stuff, because when you do that, you are actually participating in a world, and the world is bigger than you and your immediate families and your immediate purposes and stuff. Work is important. Keep a balance, plan yourself, make those calls to your family members, make those calls to your nephew, nieces, and make those calls to your friends. You have a phone, you have an internet, you have emailing. So all those excuses that I was not able to find time because I was doing this is all excuses. When you want to find time, you will find time. Otherwise, there are 200 excuses to give to anybody and everybody, you know. So that's what I'd like to kind of share. On a ending note, also very important is the impact that you're making. Is it a positive impact? Is it a negative impact? Is it a inspiring impact? Or is it a delusional impact? You know, is it a warp impact? Or is it I would say way forward impact and stuff? So all of that is very important, you know. So wishing everybody a great day. Enjoy yourselves. Cheers to you on this lovely chai and an amazing book and a read. The weather's so nice, you know, and there's a respite. I'm with the fan. So what I like to also remind people is that we keep expecting the world and other people to bring about that change and impact the change for environment and stuff. But what are we as individuals, or what are we as community members, or what are we in our own roles and positions and stuff doing to be the change? So think about that and participate in forums. Speak your heart out, you know, do your thought sharing and stuff, and who knows, we may just have some more solutions coming to us and stuff and all that. Okay, so love and luck, take care, have a blast, and thanks for your messages and emails and stuff. Take care. Adios amigos, bye bye.